One Seaver Way. Welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Siggy here at Citi Field, and of course known as a pitcher's park, but this ballpark's gotten a little smaller over the years as they've changed the dimensions.
It's a different ballpark. It plays differently, and these hitters are really feeding off of it. You give the pitcher a nice little lead, and we see those guys getting comfortable and leading the team to victory.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll here, and on the hill in this one, Jose Quintana.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Okay, all set to go, and here's the veteran outfielder, George Springer. That's outside, and we're underway. And now the lefty. And there's a foul ball. Next offering misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Now this is in the air down the line. That takes care of Springer. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
1 out, base is empty. That one misses. 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Bader snags it for the 2nd out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy getting to start at first, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Right through there for a strike. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Just off the inside edge. Line drive, base hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
So man aboard, Justin Turner next up for the Blue Jays. That one in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Guerrero off of first with 2 away. High fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. To the warning track, makes the catch. Blue Jays held in check. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Queens, and today on the hill, Kevin Gausman. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, calm, fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. And the pitch. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Just missed. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here comes the pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
That's in there, and the count is 0-2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Kicks and fires.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And there's 2 down. Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players, too.
He certainly is, Boog. A player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
2 outs, base is empty. And a foul ball. And that is in for a strike. Going to count 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. At the belt and fires. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that squirts through. And Pete Alonso with a chance to make an impact with 2 away. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Lindor back in there. Just off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. And the righty deals. Hit hard. That gets through. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Here's Starling Marte. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And a pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Top of the second, and now for the Jays, Kevin Biggio. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. The lefty, the 1-0. Top of the zone for a called strike.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Left-hand batter waits. That one drifts inside.
It's a good take.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Now it's the second baseman. Splits the plate, and that is strike 1. No score here in the second. Not close with that one. And now it's even 1-1. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra to plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
One down, base is empty. Line drive, come on.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Pitch
1-0.
misses. Ball one. Two outs. That just misses. And it's 2-1. And another ball. This one in the air. Alonso should have this one. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Down in order go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Citi Field. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the DH, DJ Stewart. Gosman back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That one's in there. That's strike 2.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Base knock right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. To short, could be 2. Bichette to second, relay to first, double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
And now Bader up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs with a runner at third. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And that skips in the dirt. Swings and misses, struck him out. So one hit is all they get. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. And the batter now, Alejandro Kirk. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That pitch in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
0-2 now. And ball one.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
And that's downstairs and outside. In the air out towards right center. Snags it on the run. One down. Here's Kiermaier now.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
Not even close there. And that's ball one. Wouldn't chase that time. Top of the third, no score. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. One down, base is empty. Fouls one off. 2-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the batter is George Springer. Flied to right his first time. Missing inside. 1-0. And it's fouled away. And a pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that's down and away. And another ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
In the air, right field. Marte flashes the leather on the running catch. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And we're back at the plate. Brandon Nimmo. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Popped up. Settles under this one. And a quick out, number 1. Jeff McNeil stands in. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. There's a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Left-hand hitter waits. Up and in. Now 1-2. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug. No question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. And a ball and 2 strikes.
Inside ball.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's a strike. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And a foul ball. Down and in, moved his feet.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Two down, nobody on. Fights it off, he'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two outs. This to center field. Kiermaier trying to get there. He's got it. And that is out number 3. On to the 4th. Still scoreless. On to the 4th. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. Quintana back to work. Bichette, 26 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. The wind of the pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The wind and the pitch. Just missed.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And he's already singled in this game.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
And another ball. Close, but called a ball. 3-0. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Man at first with 1 gone. Turner climbs in on that right side. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. And 1-1. The pitch. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Here's a 1-2. And downstairs. Guerrero, the base runner at first with 1 out. Up the middle and a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. So first and second with 1 man gone. Kevin Biggio with a chance to hit. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, 1 out.
Ball, that's outside.
Center field. And it falls. Around third. The throw home. Safe.
A couple of singles back to back. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter. But when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
First and second, 1 out. Here's the second baseman. He's 0 for 1. And a good eye there.
Ball 1, no strike.
The pitch. Double play ball to second. Flips it for 1. Over to Alonso. Double play. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the 4th. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. The right-hander back to work. That one missing inside. Strike on the outside corner. And the count is 1-2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Another 1-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Starling Marte up to hit. And ball one to the right fielder. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fought off foul.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off. He was late. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is lifted in the air. And George makes the grab. Now it's DJ Stewart. Hit by a pitch his first time up. And there's a ball. The pitch.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
The 1-1. Foul ball there. And the right-hander deals. And that's outside. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And they'll do it again. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So 2 down. So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. And that one wrapped foul. Stewart off of first with 2 away. Up and in, and the count is 1-1. Righty delivers. Swing and a foul straight back. Two outs. Struck him out looking. Mets strand 1. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Citi Field, top 5, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Dalton Varsho. As the lefty gets to work. On the ground, right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And now Alejandro Kirk. Step off, throw to first. And he's back in safely. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Good eye right there.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Here's a 1-1.
Inside, ball 2.
On the ground to third. Off balance feed. There's one. On to first, double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. Back here in Queens, down the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Oh, 1 now. In there at the knees. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Kicks and deals. Line drive, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff now.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
No outs, runner at first. And next for the Mets, Harrison Bader. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. The pitch. In the air, left field. Varsho moving under it. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Grounder might be 2. And that chance handled. Off balance feed. There's one. Over to first, safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And a pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. Two outs.
Nope, that's inside.
That one finds the zone, and the count is even 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And another ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Francisco Lindor up next for the Mets. Caught him looking for the K. Mets leave one. They still trail 1-0. Top 6, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
Springer was part of a really good draft class in 2011, Boog. 12 of the top 20 picks became MLB All-Stars. Few position players went ahead of Springer in that draft, including Anthony Rendon going 6th, and then Francisco Lindor and Javi Baez went back-to-back with picks 8 and 9.
The 1-0. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
One and two now. Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And he pumps it a strike.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Slice down the right side. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. In the air, right field, and it gets into the seats. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
The pitch.
That's in. Ball 2.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball 3.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Strike 1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that's ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Runner at first with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Turner. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And that's ball 1. Guerrero leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fouled off down the right side.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And another ball. This one in the dirt. No advance. 3 balls and a strike. Two outs. That's smashed towards center. And that is that. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And he deals. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Pete Alonso. This guy with light tower power. Misses outside. And that is ball 1. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. And another ball. One down, base is empty. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
1 strike.
Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone, and the count's full. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
And stepping in for New York, Starling Marte. And fouled off. And here it comes.
Ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1 strike.
1-1 now. There goes the runner. This to third. Can't glove it cleanly. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Two on, 1 out. DJ Stewart up now for the Mets. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, 1 out.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters. Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That one almost got him. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Now a chance for Francisco Alvarez. Two on, two outs. Swung on, belted. Varsho raging back towards the wall. Up against the wall and brings it in. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Mets nothing. New inning getting started. Kevin Biggio up to the plate.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
The Mets have some action going in their pen. Jorge Lopez up and loosening in the pen. Smith also getting ready. And now the 0-1. That's inside. Next offering is in for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Kawhi to kick the pitch. Just outside. And the count is 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2. And that just misses.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and that's a 2-bagger.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
The skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jose Quintana for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Jake Diekman will take over here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho, 1 for 2. First offering, and it just misses. Man at second. Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
One away, runners at first and third. And here is Alejandro Kirk. That one ripped, but foul.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Runner from third comes across. It's 2-zip.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now here is Kevin Kiermaier. And the slider just misses. And a pitch.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And another ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
George Springer waits on deck. Varsho, the lead runner at second. Kirk over at first with one away. Next offering is in for a strike. Out towards right center field. And no one can get there. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Springer in the box now. Takes strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
At the belt and fires.
1-1.
Roll to short, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's 2-zip. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. The pitch. In for a strike. 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Yimi Garcia up and throwing. Meza also throwing. Here comes the 0-1. And that one is inside ball 1. To the right side, and that one handled. tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Harrison Bader up now for the Mets.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Next offering misses, and now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Out to short. To first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close.
Had to make a perfect play right there after that nice backhand stop, and he did. He couldn't have transferred the ball from his glove to his hand any better than he did. Just an excellent release.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Brandon Nimmo. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to Guerrero. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. Blue Jays 2 and the Mets nothing. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Jorge Lopez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. The pitch. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Brooks Raley getting loose out there. Kicks and fires. And the pitch is in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
That missed by a lot. Now 1-2. And a pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Guerrero in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. One down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Bounce to the right. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Here's Turner now, 1 for 3. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Guerrero stands at first with 1 out.
Right through there for a strike. Well, that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
One and 2 here. Just missed.
2-2 to count.
And the righty deals. Got it. Now 2 away.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Now the third baseman, Kevin Biggio. Wouldn't chase that time. The 1-1. Foul ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. Bader sizing it up. And that's the third out. One left for Toronto. They're up 2-0. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. The right-hander back to work. Short hop liner, handled it short. Zips it to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Francisco Lindor.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. The shortstop takes the ball.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up.
Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Outside low. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 gone.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Alonso in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next pitch is outside. And that's downstairs and outside. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Right-hander kicks, deals. And another ball. Starling Marte waiting to hit for the Mets. The Mets down by a pair here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, it might be time to dig into that bullpen. He's looking a little fatigued to me.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kevin Gausman makes way. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back. Jordan Romano gets handed the rock out of the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Man at first, Starling Marte up now for the Mets. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. That's down and in.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
That one way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wouldn't chase that time.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
The tying run at the plate. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Mets strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Drew Smith.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the second baseman. The pitch. Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
The pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
That one fouled off.
Yeah, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Righty delivers.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Next pitch is outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Downstairs, and it misses. Ball 4.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
So digging in, Alejandro Kirk.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That's in there. Strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
A big swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Got him swinging.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Kevin Kiermaier next up for the Blue Jays. Right down to shoot, and that's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late. 2 on, 1 out. Stays alive. Next one off the plate inside, and it's 1-2. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. Blue Jays 2, and the Mets nothing. Back here in Queens, and now the DH, DJ Stewart. And the pitch. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Just missed. That one ripped right center field. And in one hops the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. And another ball.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. On the ground, out to short. Bichette tosses across to first. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
He's 2 outs away. Now at the plate, Brett Beatty. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Way high. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Harrison Bader to bat next. Tying run at the plate. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
So, last chance for the Mets. Harrison Bader up now for the Mets. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Ball one.
That one missed. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. The Mets down to their final strike. And now 2-2. Kicks and deals. Wouldn't chase that time.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Two outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit left side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and